I'm sure we all know these terms like supermom, Wonder Woman, or for that matter, boss lady. These terms sound so extravagant and sophisticated. And of course, who doesn't want this kind of title for their names, right? And as homemakers, wives, and moms, we all strive hard to get these titles in life. Of course, we expect this kind of validation from our loved ones. It's not wrong. Expecting validation is not wrong. Striving hard to get these titles for ourselves is not at all wrong. What is wrong is the way we are trying to get these titles. Because during the process of, being that super mom or trying to be the boss lady, what we forget is we are kind of overexhausting ourselves without our knowledge. And this will do no good to any of us, be it us or anybody in the family. So, yes, it becomes important that we try and achieve productivity by being wise. We need to understand and recognize the importance of having a wonderful routine. So, it becomes important as a homemaker that I design a routine for myself which will ensure that I do not overexhaust myself, but at the same time, I will be able to attain the productivity that I'm looking for in my day. So, as homemakers, our YouTube feeds are flooded with videos like my productive morning routine, my mindful evening routine. And as a YouTuber, I'm no exception. I have done such contents on my channel, and if you're interested in checking out these contents, then I will, post the link in the description box below. If you're interested, you can always check those videos. But the point is, although we watch such videos with so much interest and as YouTubers we make such contents, what is missing in all of this is that although we show that this is a kind of routine I have as a homemaker, I kind of document it in the form of a video and I'm so happy to share it with you guys. But what is missing is that not many of us discuss about the mindset behind creating a productive routine. It's like I just share how I have designed my routine, but not many of us actually take out the time to share the kind of mindset we need to have a wonderful routine. So in today's video I'm going to do just that. I'm going to talk about the kind of mindset we need to have as homemakers while we plan for a wonderful routine for ourselves. Hi, I am Vaishnavi, and my channel is all about homemaking motivation. I have made contents regarding the cleaning of the house, the organization of the house, and apart from such contents, I also talk a lot about the mental health aspect of us homemakers. So, if you are new to this channel and you like such kind of contents, then please do consider to subscribe to my channel. And if you're already a part of this beautiful community of homemakers, then please welcome back. So, in today's video, as I said, let us try and understand what needs to be the mindset to create a productive routine as homemakers. Without any further ado, let's get into the video today. Just like a beautiful building which is strong enough needs a very firm foundation, even a productive day of a homemaker requires a solid foundation, and this foundation is nothing but the morning hours. So it becomes very important for us homemakers to have those morning hours to be very productive. We need to be, winning those morning hours. We need to take it up seriously. And when I talk about morning hours, it starts right from the word go. That is right from the time we wake up early morning. And yeah, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, I feel it is very important and very beneficial if we wake up early in the morning as homemakers, because it is like, you're having those extra hours wherein you will not tax yourself, or you will not, panic if the time is really, I mean, you're running out of time or something like that. No, you don't have to face all those consequences if you have those extra hours in your hands in the morning, especially in the morning. So yes, it becomes very important that we realize and also acknowledge how important it is to wake up early morning. So, as I said, since it all starts with the morning, and everything will start from the time I wake up. So, it becomes very important that I should be really driven and self motivated when it comes to waking up early morning. But sometimes what happens, like, we set the alarm, but as soon as the alarm goes, we are like very good at using the snooze and all that. And also we try to postpone 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I don't know about others, but I have done this personally. I've done this a lot. But we need to understand that as long as we are trying to postpone this time of waking up, it is as good as we are pushing ourselves away from the kind of productivity that we are looking for. Yes, because if we wake up late and if we are missing those morning hours, the extra hours that we may get if we wake up early, it is like we are kind of deliberately we are not able to organize things properly so that we remain productive. So yes, it's important therefore that we wake up early, and the best thing that needs to be done if you have to wake up early every morning is to program your subconscious mind in that manner. Yes, the subconscious mind comes to rescue. It plays an important role in all such things. So when I say program your mind, it only means that just the previous night itself you need to just like kind of how we give incentives to the employees so that they perform better and they give their best to the organization. Just like that, we need to present some incentives to our own mind. And believe me, mind is very obedient. All it needs is a good programming. So in the night itself, before I sleep, if I just program my mind that, look, if you wake up early in the morning, these are the benefits you're going to get. This is the kind of peace of mind that you're going to enjoy. So if I present that kind of incentive to my own mind and I program my own mind, then believe me, nobody can stop me from waking up early. So let's keep in mind the first and foremost thing, and that is to waking to the point that we need to wake up early in the morning. And the second thing that I feel is most important if we have to be winning the morning hours is that we need to have a to-do list. Pre-prep is also very much important. We need to prepare things beforehand. Then it will make our morning hours very, very very easy for us. So for that matter, I would highly suggest, like, make a very rough to-do list just for that day, because you will understand, you can jot down and you can understand what is the priority of the work. Like if I take up a work, which is, every work is important, of course, during the day every work is important, but then we also need to understand that we should segregate this kind of work based on the priority and emergency. So when I sit for a to-do list, I will clearly understand what is the priority. So I will schedule my work according to the priority. So I feel having a to-do list, number one, is very important. As I said, you can just jot it down roughly, or if you have a planner, then nothing like it. Have a wonderful planner always handy with you, and you should be able to plan it properly. That will give you the confidence, and it will kind of motivate you to stay productive all the day, because you know what you need to do first, what you need to do next, and so on. So yes, these are the two things that we need to keep in mind if we have to win the morning hours. And believe me, as a homemaker, winning the morning hours is not just important, but it is inevitable if you want to have a productive day. Can we bake cookies by having the recipe of a cake? No, right? We can't. It's impossible. So, likewise, if my intentions are not in alignment with my goals, then I will not be able to achieve those goals. So, it is very important as a homemaker that I have the clarity in my intentions, and that will kind of motivate me to do better during the day. So, usually, if we have a mentality that is like, oh, I'm homemaker, it's such a thankless job. Oh, why do I have to do this? Okay, fine, let me do it. Let me just finish it for the heck of it. If I have that kind of mentality, it will do no good for me. I know it's not easy to get validation from others. Others can always, try and say that, oh, what your job is not that great. I mean, you can just hire a maid. So what? So what's the big deal? There are women who are accomplishing more than you. These are the things that we come across. Nobody is an exception. Everyone has gone through all this. So at that time, it becomes very important that we ourselves are, at least a cheerleader for our own life, right? We at least should give the validation for what job we are doing. We are not here to prove ourselves to anybody. But then at least you need to have that satisfaction that, yes, I have consciously taken up the job of homemaking and I know how important it is, no matter I get the validation or not. This is a kind of mentality, this is a kind of clear intentions that you need to set in your mind before you start your day. So yes, it becomes important that you need to understand homemaking is a job which is not like other jobs. It's not a corporate job, it's not any other job on earth. It is very unique because it requires the mentality of service mindedness. So when I wake up as a homemaker in the morning, I need to have an intention in my mind very clear that if I make the life of my loved ones a little easy, a little more better, that is a remuneration for me for that day. If this is a kind of mindset I'll have, and I wake up with this kind of mindset and also work throughout the day as a homemaker, then believe me, I can have a productive day. So, yes, for me, it is very important that when I sit to design my routine, I need to have this kind of emotions for others. I need to have these kind of clear intentions about what I am or the job that I'm doing for the day. So in the beginning, I just used those terms like super mom and all. And believe me, in order to become a super mom, we are like, running everywhere. Like, we want to just be the perfect one, and not a bad thing. We should always try to be the perfect person, and we need to be the best version of ourselves. Nothing wrong at all. But as homemakers, we need to understand that there are certain things that are humanly impossible, right? We need to understand, we need to know our limits, because if we do not know our limits and if we push ourselves beyond our capacity, we will overexhaust ourselves. And believe me, when we overexhaust ourselves, the problem is we will not be able to stay productive. That kind of fatigue will be seen, and it will hinder the productive mindset in us. So it becomes very important as a homemaker that I need to realize the limits that I have. So, for example, I cannot think that I can do elaborate cleaning every day, I can do elaborate laundry every day, and then also go ahead and do other tasks for the day. It's humanly impossible, as I said. So I need to keep in mind, I need to work out wisely when I sit to design my routine. And that is, while I'm taking care of the basic cleaning that needs to go on in the house, I need to schedule few days in the week for elaborate cleaning. I need to schedule, elaborate laundry work for certain days. So, like this, if I start segregating my work, I schedule my work throughout the week, then the burden of this kind of the workload will reduce to an extent, and this in turn will actually enhance my productivity because it will not over exhaust my capacity of dealing with things or taking up tasks for the day. And also, when it comes to meal prep, I would highly suggest keep it during the weekends. You can tackle it always during the weekends. So like this, if I plan, if I'm wise enough to sit and design my routine based on all these points, then I'm sure that I will be wise enough to be understanding and acknowledging the importance of productivity, and I'll be able to achieve the same with total wisdom. So always remember, although it is important to be a super mom, always remember to know your limits and do not overexhaust yourself, but at the same time wisely finish everything by designing a beautiful routine for yourself. I will be able to, give the kind of attention and love and care to my loved ones only if I, have that capacity left in me at the end of the day. Don't you agree this? Because what happens is entire day, sometimes we overexhaust ourselves to an extent where you're so tired by the end of the day. So when you are designing your routine, please make sure that you wisely jot it down in a way, all the to do list that you have in your mind, it should be done in a way so that by the end of the day you will have that kind of energy, enthusiasm and interest in greeting people back home. Yes, the kids will come back from the school, the husband comes back from the office, all they expect is, oh, my mom should be having that, that level of enthusiasm still left in her. So let's not disappoint them, and let's maintain that energy by the time they come back. So it becomes important that I also realize that while I'm showing the service mindedness, while I'm being good to everyone and trying to make their life better, it is me also who's important, right? I need to have a sense of self care. And when I say self care, it's not just confined to the concept of, visiting the salon or spa. Of course, visit the salon and spa, pamper yourself, and, uh, feel good, by visiting all those places. But as I said, self care is not confined only to just that. Self care is much beyond all these things. And in my opinion, self care includes the way you talk to yourself, the self talks, the positive self talks that you do, or for that matter, giving yourself the kind of time, the me time is so important. Some time spent in solitude can resolve so many issues in your life, right? Emotional, if there is any kind of emotional baggage or something like that, the more you sit with yourselves and sort out things, others cannot help you, but you can help yourself so many times by just investing that kind of time with yourself. So for me, self care is all about all these things. Meditation is the best technique wherein you can actually it's kind of a self therapy. You don't have to depend on external support. So all these things, if we do it for ourselves, if we keep that kind of time for ourselves while we are designing our routine, believe me, self care is going to really help us in being productive. So please keep in mind that you have some time taken out for self care as well when you're designing your productive routine. As I mentioned earlier, that the morning hours are very crucial for a homemaker. So, just like we give the importance for the starting of the day, in my humble opinion, it's equally important that we give this kind of priority for the way we end our day as well. Now, for example, there's a vehicle which is running at a very high speed. Now, the person who is riding the vehicle will not apply brakes all of a sudden to bring the vehicle to a halt, right? The person who is riding it will obviously reduce the speed, and then he will bring the vehicle to a halt by applying brakes. Likewise, human body, be it physical level or the mental level, we are operating at very high energy levels throughout the day. It's like we meet so many people, their energies are also affecting us, our own thoughts are affecting us, and the way we are taking our day ahead, if it's not productive, even that will affect us. If it is productive also, it will like kind of keep us highly motivated. So there are so many factors that are affecting us on energy level. So throughout the day we are operating at a very different energy level, and when we are coming down for sleeping, that is when it's time to hit the sack. You always make sure consciously, you should be aware that I need to bring my energies low, I need to slow it down. So the best way to do is like, again, meditation. Just sit calmly at one place, and actually you need to talk to yourself. You need to, if possible, just give a pat on your back and say that yes, you did a good job today. There were so many challenges, but you could take care of everything. You took it head on and you completed your task. So these are the kind of self positive talks that you need to do at the end of the day. And as I said, of course, even for waking up in the morning, you should just make your mind very alert in terms of programming it, that yes, you need to wake up early, and these are the things that you're going to enjoy if you're productive. So likewise, you need to have that kind of intention within yourself, that yes, I need to end my day in the most positive way. It's very important. We cannot take this particular thing for granted, because uh, the more I'm calm and I have I'm very much at peace with myself, I'll have a very sound sleep. If I have a sound sleep, I am ready to wake up early. And when I wake up early, or when I wake up the next morning, I know I feel rejuvenated. I feel very enthusiastic, energetic, and I'm ready to take on the next day, right? So all this will happen if you end your day properly. So make sure that you always do it consciously. That is, having some time for yourself to meditate and to just reflect back and have some kind of introspection, that how was my day and how better I could have done certain things. And positive talks, of course, as I said, just encourage yourself and keep yourself motivated, that yes, you're doing a good job, you're doing a great job. So all these things play an important role. And never take anything for granted, and try and end your day in the most positive way. So these were the things that I had in my mind. In my point of view, these are very crucial for us to keep in mind when we want to design our routine as a homemaker. I hope you liked this content today, and if yes, then please hit that like button over there, and also please share your feedback in the comments below. I would be more than happy to read it and reply back. So until next time, please take care of yourself, and yes, happy homemaking.